Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to look at learning how to play Street Spirit Fade Out by Radiohead. Now, it sounds kind of complicated, but it's actually one picking pattern around 3 chords. So, shouldn't be that long till you get it. The picking pattern is kind of a nice cross-picking exercise, though, kind of arpeggiated picking. So, it's a really good one to practice. And it's also one of those songs that sounds great without any vocals. It's kind of like Dust in the Wind or whatever. The guitar part by itself works as like an instrumental, so it's really cool sounding. So let's start here. We're going to learn the picking pattern first. We'll just hold an A minor chord real quick. Alright, now the rules for the picking pattern. I'm going to always be picking in the direction of the next string that I'm going to be hitting. So when I'm calling out these string numbers or whatever, you memorize the string numbers and then the picking pattern. You can follow along with the video, but you can also just keep remembering if I'm going to, whatever string I'm going to be hitting next, I'm going to be picking in that direction. All right, so let's start here. We're going to play the 5th and 4th strings. All right, now we're going to pick the open E string, high E, and then the G string with a downstroke. So I got down, down, up, down. All right, so basically we can sit there and just think about it like this. When we get to that high E string, that's the beginning of a 4-note picking pattern. That's up, down on the high E, then the G string, and then an upstroke on the B string, followed by a downstroke on the G string again. So we have this. Then we're going to do that pattern again. And then that pattern again. Except on this very last G here, we're going to hit it with an upstroke. So that last pattern was up, down, up, up. So the third time doing those group of 4. So we're going to just start it with 2 downstrokes on the 5th string and 4th. Then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, and then you're going to end it with a down on the D string and then an upstroke on the G. Alright, so that's the whole pattern. Now I ended that with an upstroke, so I can come back down and just start to repeat the pattern on the 5th string. Now let's talk about what's going on the left hand. As we're repeating that little 4-note sequence, what he's doing for over all 3 chords basically is he's gonna have you're gonna have your pinky here at the 3rd fret over the first group of 4, and then pick up that pinky, so it's just a standard A minor chord, and pick that series of 4 again, and then lift up the first finger so it becomes an A suspended 2nd chord. Alright, so that whole pattern. And again. Alright, then so does that a few times on the A minor. He opens the song just doing that on A minor. The vocals come in, he continues on A minor, then he switches to play this over E minor. Everything is pretty much the exact same. You're going to hold an E minor chord though. And those first 2 strings that you pick on first are going to be 6 and 5. And then from there, all the melody notes that are moving on top are the same. Same exact picking pattern, it's just those first 2 notes on different strings. Then back to the A minor. So when in the chorus, so basically the verse is just A minor to E minor, back to A minor and stuff. It's just taking that same melody line with it. But the chorus, it goes to C. So we're going to do the exact same thing here, except we're going to hold a C major chord, you don't need your first finger quite yet because remember the melody note starts on the pinky on that string. So the melody note is the same, and the picking is the exact same that it was over the A minor chord, was starting with the 5th and the 4th strings with downstrokes. And then it goes to the E minor in the chorus, followed by the A minor twice. Back to C, E minor, back to A minor. All right, so that's pretty much it. You know, it's the same pattern. Later on in the song, instead of really doing that pattern the entire time, he just starts strumming the chords, especially in the chorus. All right, so it's pretty simple, but it's a good little picking exercise, especially if you don't do a lot of arpeggiated picking. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the song. It's a nice one to play even without a vocalist, and I'll have another one here for you soon for GuitarLessons365.com. I'll see you there soon. Bye-bye.